our next step, so we blew through the harmonica, so we call that blow.
Cute.
We also inhale through the harmonica, we call that draw. So blow and draw. Low end on the left, high end on the right. We use a nice light approach on the face of the harmonica. Let's go ahead and start playing our first thing on the harmonica.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And again, we're not going to focus on holding, we'll do that in just a moment.
Okay.
So our mouth, generally speaking, will be over 3 to 4 holes at all times when we play the harmonica.
Okay.
Your tongue, like your fingers, for example, if you use your fingers to play the guitar, we're using our tongue to play the harmonica.
Okay.
We're going to leave the tongue off for right now.
Okay.
But the idea is that our mouth is open large for both good tone production and also because the tongue will eventually go on the left to block the unwanted holes.
Okay.
If you were to play, say, have holes 1, 2, 3, 4 in your mouth, your tongue would be blocking holes 1, 2, and 3, and we'd be playing hole 4. My point about this is we want our mouth large, again, for good tone production and also to make room for our big tongue.
Okay, what is confusing is, so when you have your mouth that large, and then you try to only go over 3 holes, how are you not really going over like 6 holes if your mouth is so large?
Gotcha. So we're going to find that right balance. You're right,
Okay.
you could be too large, and I'll be listening for that.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and play holes 1, 2, and 3, which is going to be holes 1, 2, and 3, and maybe even a little bit of wood to the left of the harmonica.
Okay.
Watch me. I'm going to draw. And if you want, you can hold with one hand, your right hand. Let's hold with your right hand right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just so we can see your lips and everything
Okay.
right now. Go ahead and do that. Very good, yeah. So your or holes 1, 2, maybe a little bit of 3 in there. One more time. Excellent, well done. Lick your lips again. We're going to do 2 draws. Very good, one more time. I'd like you to move over about 1 hole's distance and blow.
To the right?
Exactly to the right. Go back to the draw. You move a little bit to the left. 1, 2, 3. Copy me. Move over. 2, 3, 4. Blow. Very good. Now here's where your natural rhythm is going to come in handy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go draw, draw, blow, blow, draw, draw, blow, blow. Now I'll always count you in.
Okay.
So I'll go 1.
So I'm doing 1, 2, 3 first, and then 2, 3, 4?
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. Just think you're moving to the right a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfectly 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Draw, draw, blow, blow.
That's
okay.
it.
You
So
just
watch
you're
me.
gonna tell me?
Yeah,
Okay.
and watch me first. So what I'll do is, my hand signals for you, I'm going to point this way because that's your air going in.
Okay.
It'll be draw, draw, blow, blow. What I'll do is I'll play 2 pairs, if you want to call it that. Or I'll
Okay.
go draw, draw, blow, blow, draw, draw, blow, blow, then
Okay.
you join me. I'll still do the hand motions just so you can kind of get into the
Okay.
rhythm. And while I'm basically counting you in,
Yeah.
you're going to be licking your lips, getting ready to play.
Oh, now. No, no, see, that sounds horrible. That's awful. Oh my gosh.
You're sounding just fine.
No, I don't like that one thing.
Okay, do it
I know
again.
it was wrong.
Lick
okay.
your lips.
Thank God I can hear myself. All right, here we go again.
All yours.
No, I don't like that sound. Why is it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and you don't need to be that specific. Just even if it's
Oh. Okay.
the general motion is fine.
Okay.
Very good. Good. Now a little note for the students. You may find it helpful to move the body a little bit. Draw, draw, blow, a little sway. Just a
Okay.
tiny bit of sway to help with rhythm. Your rhythm's fantastic, but for some of our students who are new to music in general,
Sure.
moving the body a little bit is helpful. So if I'm maybe left is where when you're on the low end of the harmonica, you're to the left.
Okay.
When you're moving up, you can move to the right, for example. And we're kind of like a metronome. We're clicking
Yeah.
back and forth like an old-timey metronome. And the idea is if you move your body, it's more difficult to be out of time because actually to rush, you got to feel this large mass move quickly.
True.
So think of it as like this metronome or like a pendulum. It's very accurate.
Although some people that don't have as much rhythm and movement might have a hard time, I think. Because it's like sometimes when I've taught people how to dance, it's like they want to do this, thing where it's like, I try to tell them to snap, like, here you go, snap, snap, snap. And they're like, snap. They're like, it's like on the same thing. It's like, it's, so I wonder if for everyone, if that will be
helpful or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's worth trying either way.
Yeah.
So one thing we do know is the more we move our body, the more accurate our rhythm is.
Okay.
Whether it's easier or harder for you is going to be the challenge for the student.
Okay.
So I would experiment with it.
All right.
Yeah. So let's try that side-to-side motion once.
There you go.
Good, good. What I want to do this time is play holes 1, 2, and 3, and then move down to holes 1 and 2. Now, what we're doing right now, just together, is solo harmonica study 1, examples 1.2 and 1.4. So you can do that along with us, but I'd also print it out so you can see what it looks like. In our music notation, what this would look like would be 1, 2, 3. 1 on the bottom, 2 above it, and 3 above it. And that's called tablature. So holes 1, 2, and 3, obviously we have the whole numbers on there. And as the numbers go up, they go higher in pitch. So we are elevating it. That's why they're stacked. So when you see holes 1, 2, and 3 stacked, we're playing holes 1, 2, 3 at the same time. So you'll see those twice, which means you're going to play it twice. Then you see holes 2, 3, and 4, means you're going to move up. So that's our tablature. If there's no plus next to the note, it's assumed we're inhaling draw, because we spend more time drawing on the harmonica than we do blowing.
Huh.
Down the road, you're going to learn the technique of bending. And I'm changing the pitch of a draw note. All the bendable notes are draws on holes 1 through 6. And that's the range where we play mostly on the harmonica.
Okay.
We do go up to the high end as well, but we'll be doing more of that later, and we spend less time up there. On the high end, you do blow bends. So draw bending, which is a very typical thing in the blues. I mean, it's one of those elements that really make the harmonica. That's what gives it that crying, whining, and real powerfully emotive sound. Those are all draws.
Interesting.
So as you learn how to bend, you're going to be doing more draws and more draws to the point where you'll be doing, wouldn't be uncommon to have 3/4 of your notes be draws and only 1/4 be blows.
So weird. I always thought it was opposite. I thought that more blowing, because it's more natural just to want to blow.
That's right.
People aren't normally just like, or they're like,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
whatever. Exactly. And that's what makes the harmonica, I mean, that's one of the neat things. You're literally breathing the harmonica. You're breathing music.
Wow.
It is the only instrument you'll find that does that.
Oh.
I mean, there's some strange, obscure instruments that nobody's heard of that might be out there, but this is the instrument that we play that you can actually literally breathe. And that's going to be some of our challenges, that some of the actions that'll be comfortable exhale, because we're used to doing it, we're going to have to reproduce inhale. It'll take a little bit of time practicing.
Okay.
So our example 1.4, you can play holes 1, 2, 3, draw. Repeat after me. Blow. You're going to move down one hole, so you're only on holes 1 and 2, and draw. Good. You can hear it gets a little bit thinner in the sound, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we're going to move back up and play holes 1, 2, 3, blow. Good. So repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, draw. Blow. Move to the left and draw. Move back up and blow. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw.
Oh.
I'm going to change my rhythm a little bit. Sorry, I should play that for you so you can hear it.
Okay. Oh. It's thick first and then make it. Oh, I see.
Go ahead and say what you're saying there.
So it's like thick at first, like the 1, 2, 3, and then it's like that more puny sound on. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So from a timing perspective, it's longer and shorter. Exactly. So we go long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Now you're talking about volume or dynamics, the large or puny. I am playing the first one a little bit louder and the second draw a little bit softer.
I see.
Too challenging right now, maybe not for you with your past experience with music, to be able to, you don't have to think about the rhythm, for example, so you can think more about the breathing, but that's way above the pay grade of what we're going to focus on right now.
Okay.
But we do want the rhythm. So long, short, long, short, long, short, long, da, 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 da. And that's what we call swing, by the way. So that's the swinging of the rhythm, which is part of blues and also jazz.
So it's the 3 holes that you're blowing. I mean, no, wait, draw first,
first, correct.
and then blow, and then you move to the 2 to just draw, and then you blow on 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Good. In all motion, we'll go draw, draw, blow, blow, draw, and I'll point you to the left to get to holes 1 and 2.
Shoot, this one's gonna be a little more challenging.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
The 2,
So I'll,
3, 3, 2, 3.
yeah, and watch me. Again, I'm going to direct you. So
Okay.
I'll do it twice and then join me.
Okay. I just went back to blow. Okay.
Very good.
Oh, that was horrible.
It sounds
Sounds
great.
like junk.
You're going to make some students unhappy because you sound so good so quickly.
Like junk. Ow. Okay.
Yeah. No, that sounds very good. Sounds
Okay.
very good. Well done.
All right.
Good. So we're actually done with our solo harmonica studies. What is it that we're actually doing? We're playing what we call a chordal style. Sometimes we hear chugging. Chugging on the harmonica is very much like a train sound. We might think of like Sonny Terry. That's the old pre-war style of playing harmonica. Or
Yeah.
the fox chase, lost
Yes.
John type of sounds.
Joe's so good at that.
Yes.
His train. Whoop, whoop.
Chugging is that real toe tapping train, that type of rhythmic thing, or what I just played, what's called the Lost John or fox chase. And that's definitely an old school style of harmonica playing, but it's toe tapping. It's basically solo. I think of solo harmonica playing is not like you as a soloist with the band, but you're all by yourself.
Yeah.
So it's probably better stated as unaccompanied harmonica. So when someone says, Dave, I heard you play the harmonica, I'm going to do stuff like and play some chordal stuff.
Okay.
I want something that sounds full and they can feel the rhythm.
Yeah.
And what we're doing right now is very much that.
Okay.
And it actually will lay the foundation for not only accompaniment playing, but your own playing, like this solo stuff, where you'll be mixing both melody and chordal stuff.
Sure.
Or even the great little Walter, he'll be doing a kick-ass solo, and he'll be putting these little chordal elements in there.
I got it. Oh, interesting.
It all goes back. So even though it's the very first thing I've touched on the harmonica, it'll be also the stuff that'll come back to you in 10 years and kick your butt when you're learning little Walter.
Fundamentals.
Yeah.